Bring you the second part of a series about people who are faced with terminal illness.
According to the American Cancer Society, 15,000 women died of ovarian cancer just last year.
KVAL's Lauren Lee met one woman who's fighting for her life.
Well, you never think it could happen to you or a loved one, but when it does, life takes on a whole new meaning. I met a woman who was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and when doctors said her time was limited, she chose to live life to the fullest. Life was picture perfect for Jane Baumgart. A wonderful marriage, two beautiful children who'd grown up before her eyes, and a rewarding career as a neonatal nurse for over 25 years.
When I had brown hair still.
But last April, her life took an unexpected turn.
And he said, this is as bad as it gets.
Her doctor told her she had ovarian cancer.
Throughout my abdomen, this is late stage cancer.
She was told she had 1 or 2 years to live, 3 if she's lucky. She'd led a perfectly healthy and active life up until then. She ran 5 marathons and played rugby. Jane went through surgeries to remove the cancer, but over and over it kept coming back. And now she's preparing her kids for the future.
They're like 19 and 21. Later on, they want to know how to make meatloaf, and I'm going to write down, those kind of things for them, the things that they'll want to know when I'm not around about life.
We followed Jane to her chemotherapy session at Willamette Valley Cancer Institute. Jane sits here for hours, sometimes deep in thought.
There we are playing pinochle.
Other times sharing sweet memories.
Yeah, that's one of those dreams that you kind of have in the back of your mind. Oh, I'd love to get a car on Christmas Eve with a big bow on it. We went and bought it on Christmas Eve, and they happened to have a big bow there at the car dealership.
Can I just listen to you up front?
Her doctor says Jane is one of 20,000 women each year diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She's going through 2 types of chemo to shrink the tumor.
This has been a pretty effective treatment. The problem is Jane's shown evidence of a recurrence, and so we're going back to chemo sooner than we like to.
Unlike other types of cancer, this one often goes undetected, like in Jane's case. That's why some doctors call it a silent disease, a warning other women shouldn't ignore.
You have to really be in tune with your body, to know whether you have this disease. Because those were the middle school years.
Back at home, she remembers the good times.
When they were little rascals, they're both kind of hyperactive kids. They're Barney Club.
She hopes her children remember them too.
I was a mom that made their costumes, and did all that stuff, those things that you sometimes don't always have the energy for when they're little kids.
Her time may be short, but she's grateful for the time she has left.
To me, this gives me a gift of being able to take care of the things that are important to me and to make sure that things are tidied up and that my husband doesn't have to deal with a lot of the messes that are around the house.
Back at chemotherapy, a place now all too familiar to her, Jane is at peace.
I'm actually happy and enjoying life, quite a bit. It's just the challenge that lies ahead still is scary, but I'll wait until I get there to deal with that,
A special thank you to Jane for sharing her story. To find out more about ovarian cancer, visit our website at kval.com, and we'll have information about early detection and prevention.
What an amazing woman.
I know. These stories are really sad, but they're also very hopeful and make you want to live life in the moment.
We've learned something, that's for sure. Thank you for sharing. We'll be right back.